And you're just going to list all the performance skills. Each page has got a title. It will say physical skills, posture, gesture, mannerisms, eye contact. And then it will be a whole new section. And that new section will be vocal skills, tone, clarity, emphasis, intonation, diction, accent, pace. It will have a whole list. Make a big list of those so that you're feeling really confident. Okay. The second thing you need to do is, again, I'll reference the page numbers in the on class charts, but you're going to need to have a little look at the back of the booklet. And the back of the booklet, what they have in the back is they have an outline of what you need to include for A1 and A2. And this is an A2 practice question that we're doing this week. Okay, so have a little look. And at the top it says, it's got like 3 tick boxes. It says, I've kind of nailed it. I'm a little bit struggling. I'm completely clueless. So look at what it says. It says at that top, what do I have to include in A2? Make a list. Task 2, make a list of all of those things. So task 1, you're going to look at the revision guide and make a list of all of the performance skills, all of the vocal skills, to create a big A2 bank of knowledge for your performance skills list. Task 2, you're going to look at what must be included in an A2 question. And that will be in the revision guide, and there'll be a little tick box at the top that you can look at. Okay. Task 3, just a little paragraph, a sentence, which outlines what is the difference between A1 and A2. The main difference is, and I'm going to tell you, you can write this down, a little spider diagram would be really helpful at this point with me. The main difference is that for A1, obviously timing is about 4 minutes, roughly, give or take, 4 to 6 minutes. A2, roughly 8 minutes. So the timing is the biggest difference. Number 2, A1, you're given either a vocal or a physical skill, whereas in A2, you're allowed to choose, and that choice is called performance skill. So you get to choose which skill you wish to use. Okay. Number 3, the question in A2 is directed. So in A1, it said you are playing Winston, outline 2 performance skills that you would use to play this character. In A2, it says you are playing Winston. Winston is in pain. Okay. So this question is more directed. It's asking you to be much more specific, and as an actor, to choose the correct skill. You know, you wouldn't, at this moment, Winston's in pain, you wouldn't be kind of like moving around a lot, walking a lot, because he's tied up. So it's about making the correct decisions for your knowledge of the extract. And you're going to need to read the extract again to understand this. And obviously the simplistic difference between A2 and A1 and A2. A2 has, you're asked for 2 examples. A1, 2 examples. A2, 3 examples. So little spider diagram with that knowledge, the difference between A1 and A2 outlined really clearly. And then the final task is answer the question. Answer that A2 question for me, and then ping it over to myself and Miss Cotting for us to do some EBIs. But I was really pleased, guys. You did some fantastic work. Again, gunning for 4 marks, this is what you must do. Okay, so if you're looking for 4 marks, and nationally, this was a 5, most people hit 5 marks on this question. So, to get 4 marks, answer the question. Choose the correct skill, which correlates the fact that he is in pain. Okay, so if you don't answer the question, you can't be successful. 4 marks, you have to have 3 separate paragraphs that follow that skill, quotation, intent structure. You need to choose a different quotation for each of the 3 paragraphs and a different skill for each of the 3 paragraphs. And hopefully choosing maybe like a physical, a vocal, a physical. It's up to you. It doesn't matter. But don't just do like all physical, all vocal. They need to be kind of mixed. And then finally, you can't just keep saying in your intent. Of course, you have to say this would outline to my audience how I am in pain, but it would also outline something else. So if you're just saying this indicates how I'm in pain, this indicates how I'm in pain, you can't get 4 marks for that. You'd still be okay, maybe 3 or 4 marks out of 6, but it doesn't really show a variation for that knowledge and understanding and depth. So choose the right skill is my key piece of advice. Mr. Jones's top tip for today: choose the correct skill and just make sure that your intents are varied. They're different each time to show the reader how clever you really are. And nationally, most people hit 5 for this. So there's quite a lot to do for this week. That will take you, I imagine, an hour to an hour and a half to complete all of that work. Okay, to go through all of those things. The revision guide outlining performance skills. The second thing is looking at what has to be included in the revision guide for an A2. The third thing is making that list of the differences between A1 and A2. Then it's reading the exam question and the exam example. Then it's planning your essay, 3 different skills, 3 different intents, 3 different quotes, and then it's tackling the question, which is like the last part of this week's session, which will probably take you roughly anywhere between like 10-15 minutes at this stage, maybe. But do not go, I want you to finish the question to see if you can get the marks that you wish, 5 to 6 realistically we should be going for national, okay? But I don't want the question part to take 30-35 minutes. That's just completely way over the expectation of what you may be able to get. Okay, any questions, any concerns, queries, but please do email me. What I'll do, I'm looking over there to my revision box. What I'll do is I'll put those revision guide pages over to you as well on class charts for this week's work. However, if you haven't, for whatever reason, or you've misplaced your revision guide, let me know and I'll upload a picture with them. So it's goodbye from me and my fantastic headband, and it's goodbye from the magical YouTube cat. Ciao, people.